Austin Heights Golf Course. Stroke rating 72.5. Slope rating 133. 6,742 yards off the black tees. I had 5 playing objectives for this round. 1. Hit the most stress-free shots, particularly on the opening 4 holes to set a platform for the money holes. 2. Trust my first read of a putt and avoid looking at it too long so I don't convince myself of a reason to miss it. Thanks, Bob Rotella. 3. Swing with rhythm through the ball with my new irons because I had been hitting at it recently. 4. Hammer the nail into the back of the ball with the driver. 5. My awkward distance between 40 and 70 yards.
That's pretty good. Okay, chipping up onto the green, it's going to release a little bit more than normal because it interrupts the ball flight. You want to be aggressive here and make sure you get it on the green. That's objective number 1. We can always hole a putt. We don't want to have to hole a chip. Let's get left short. Alright, so far right. Anyway, it's on.
With my draw, a shot directly at the pin will leave me left side of the green where there's space and a straight shot is on the money.
Another tip is to tee it up in front of an old mark so that you can line your club face up to that old mark. Use what's around. You can't put something in front of the ball, but you can use what was there already.
Of course, in golf there is no perfection, and that's why we must hone our short game skills.
When you play a new course, the rangefinder is the ultimate weapon. You can judge distances to the bunkers, to carry water, all these kind of things, so that when you hit your tee shot, you know the club that you have in hand either won't reach them or will clear them easily, so you can make a more confident swing. Players, make sure you read on the scorecard what the measurements are, if they're meters or yards. That first hole, I thought it was yards. I took the wrong club off the tee and left myself a 200-yard shot into the green. If I'd known it's meters, I probably would have hit the driver there. Now this green looks quite big. It's shaped kind of at an angle to me like this, and the pin's at the back left. Now it's 265 to the hole. I was thinking about the 2-iron to leave it a few yards short and then pitch it on, but I don't really want that pitch because if I don't get it exactly straight and be able to pitch it straight up the length of the green, I'm going to have to pitch it up over the bunker on the left. So from 265, if I hit the 2-iron 220, 230, I might have a 45-yard, 50-yard pitch in, but it's not my confident distance, and I have to pitch to the back left, and it could be over the bunker. I don't know really what the conditions are down there. So 8-iron to try and leave myself a fuller lob wedge into the green. Now many people will say if you're not getting it to within 8 feet from here, shit. But a green in regulation is a green in regulation. Okay, in my putting video, and sometimes in my other videos, I refer to getting it to the 3-foot circle. That's fine. As you get more advanced at golf, you need to start thinking about holding your putts, holding your chips, especially the easier ones. This one is a little bit left to right downhill. I'm going to start thinking about holding my putts from now on. there's a construction company. There's a construction company over here who doesn't know who I am and that I'm playing today, so I forgive them for making a noise. Now on this hole, the bunker on the left is 265 yards away, and the one on the right, I don't care. I'm going at the one on the left with a normal, nice full swing because I know I'm not going to reach there with a 2-iron. Not my best strike, but I'm safe, and I've probably got about 180 yards in with the new irons, not more than a 7. Now, from the scorecard it says about 400 yards, and now I've got 148 yards in. It doesn't mean I hit it 250 because that pin is on the front. The measurements from the tee box are up the middle of the fairway to the middle of the green. So when the pin comes back to the front, it makes your drives look longer than they are. So this one, okay, boyfriends, you cannot be upset about a good shot, okay? I hit a great shot from the fairway. I've just hit it way past the pin. Unluckily, I hit a soft 9. Now, the thing is to just say, okay, now let me impress everybody around me by chipping it close or even chipping it in.
Last time I played this course was exactly a year ago, and I didn't know the back of the green had a drop-off. I would look to hit the front or middle of the green in future, knowing what I know now. There is a much more difficult up and down than the front of the green would be.
Now, no tips on the putting today, only after the putts. What I'm going to try to do today is just be decisive putting. I'm not going to read the line for ages. I'm going to walk up, I'm going to trust my initial read for a change. I'm going to putt that way. It worked on the previous green. Let's see what happens. But now it's time for some BDE, 340-yard hole down the hill. See if we can land it somewhere near the green.
I committed to the fade shape and confirmed the line over the bunker would suit that. The drive will hit the downslope and run up to the green. This is a very low risk shot, whereas the iron off the tee and my draw puts me in the bunker 4 out of 10 times, I'm sure.
That's going to be close. Bunker is 284 yards away. So I envision a fade with the dog leg of the hole being pretty good, which is my standard shot. Maybe too much fade. Okay, I've hit a monster here, and I've got about 235 to 240 yards. I'm not sure. The guys are taking forever on the green. So I'm going to hit my 2-iron, which should get there or get onto the front. But with these shots, I have to always stop myself hitting it too hard. I must trust that I have the distance and just take a nice, easy swing and just relax. Because when you get tense with these long irons like these 2-irons, when you get tense, you can never hit the ball. That's when you start hitting it off the toe, high in the face, off the hosel and hitting a shank. It's all about relaxation, no tension, and a nice smooth swing. Now there are a lot of guys who will say, now Matt, you've hit that so far right, if you played at my course in insert country, you would be in the bushes and you would never be able to play a shot out of there. Now the answer to that is twofold. Number one, I'm not playing your course at the moment, so I hit it here because I don't care. Number two, that if I was playing your course and it was that tight, I wouldn't have hit the 2-iron from there. I would have laid it up to the middle of the fairway, probably with a 9-iron, and hit a wedge or a 50-degree into the hole. There you go. So bad. So that was the 50-yard shot, which I always try and avoid. As you can see, I have no idea how to hit it. So if you can't hit a shot, just avoid the damn thing. Now I'm going to go chip this one in.
I would go for the green here if there was a better wind, but it was coming off the side and the water was in play. I hit the 6-iron and told J-Mac to stay in the goal. Okay, peekaboo!
Okay, with J-Mac walking in front of the cart is about to hit. I was a little distracted, tugged it a bit, decelled a little bit, but I'm okay. I have 180 yards straight over the bunker here. Now, my natural shot shape is the draw, but I've been trying a fade on the range. And the only thing I like to think of on the range is just before the shot is to envision the fade and just swing while envisioning the fade. That way, when you get to the ball, you don't think about anything, and then the fade comes. My only swing thought is high hands. When I have high hands, I feel like I can fade the ball. So I'm going to try one here for you. I'm a little bit short because I didn't strike it. You can see I struck it up here. But if I had caught that clean, I'm right next to the pin. Practice these shots on the range until you get a feeling. Take that feeling to the course and then replicate the feeling. No swing mechanics. If you think about swing mechanics when you swing a golf club on the golf course, you're dead. There's no two ways about it. If you tell me you can play golf while thinking about mechanics, I'll call you a liar. Okay, boys, that's how you get the confidence from the range to the course. You take the feeling that you can replicate. Now, this sounds stupid, but if you literally take something on the range, you get that feeling, high hands. Do this, put it in your pocket. High hands, put it in your pocket, almost like fairy dust. When you get onto the course, you can always go into your bag of fairy dust and remember these trigger points that will make you initiate these shots and execute the shots the way you want it from the range. To just go aimlessly hit balls and say, I can hit a fade, and you're relying on mechanics, when you get to the course, you're going to be so confused. I had one thought on that shot there, and it was high hands, that's all. And we have a very straight hole here, 380 yards up the hill. I could probably hit driver here, probably should. But I'm going to hit the 2-iron. That is so stuck! Where is it? Now players, this is my 2-iron. And there's the strike marks from the ball pattern is here, here, and here. Now to me that's very high in the club face. That's shuri time. I'm hitting down on the ball and I'm teeing it up too high and putting the ball too far back in my stance. That's why I hit down on it and the ball hits up here. I want to be hitting it here, and I think if I move the ball forward in my stance, I'll be hitting it up on the up instead of down. And I think that's going to make the difference on the next 9. Okay, I can't see the pin, so I'm going to hit it at that tree. That is the way of the player.